thank you for having me and giving you the opportunity to speak about gender inclusive design in public spaces, why this is a thing and what can we do about it. And yeah, I'm all the way here from Berlin, and I want to give you 4 key messages today. First of all, I want to show you why this is important. Why is this a thing? And what's behind that? And I prepared some numbers for that. And then I'm going to give you some insights on the effect of fear of crime and crime. What does it do? Because that is one of the issues. And of course, I'm going to present some design guidelines, how to solve the issues. And at the end, I want to point out that we need to address this issue holistically, and you will know by the end of this presentation what I mean with that. So let's start with a couple of numbers. So first, 80% of the women from a study from the UK, all ages, stated that they've already had experiences with sexual harassment in public spaces. When you consider the age category 18 to 24, it's even 97% of the women that stated that they have already experienced sexual harassment in public spaces. So the second number is from an analysis from an analysis in Germany, from Magdeburg. I don't know how to pronounce that, Magdeburg in English, so it's a German city. And this number stands for the visibility of women in public spaces, because 9% of the names of the streets, of the names that have an actual name, are from female person, and the rest is from men. And this is considering 9% of all the streets that have a name from a person. So in 2012 in Vienna, there was another similar analysis with all kinds of different spaces, not only street names, and there it was 8%. So yeah, that's a big issue still. And the next number is from a study from a research from Germany, where they gave women a voice to point out on a map where they feel safe and where they don't feel safe, and what's the circumstance behind that. And almost half of the incidents that were reported there gave the women an insecure and unsafe feeling because of a suspicious person. And that was the number one reason in this study, and followed by, I think, 24% with bad lighting. And 12% with empty streets. So you might know the saying that it's not actually empty streets that are women afraid of, or dark alleys. It's people who commit crime. That is what women are afraid of. And the last number is a number that stands for the allocation of public space. And from the age of 8 years on, the public space, when you have a look at how it's allocated for activities that are typically male or typically female, like soccer on a playground, for instance, or basketball courts or whatever, skating areas, 80% can be male dominated. So, and 20% is exactly the number as well that women said in Germany. In 20% of the places they feel safe. So that highly correlates. Okay, what does that do then? So what's the effect of crime and the fear of crime? Crime is the actual incident that happens, and that shapes our experience. And through the lifetime, we develop our own experience, our awareness. And the fear of crime is what makes us change our behavior and adapt our strategies. So women feel less safe in public spaces and in public transport, same as members of the LGBTQ+ family. And that leads to a development of strategies, how to deal with that, how to cope with that, starting from, okay, I don't go out late at night, I don't take that route there where there's no light, I don't travel alone, and things like that. Even to the point where women in less developed countries more often, but same as here as well. I did that as well. I don't know if anyone noticed this, but or have the same experience. Do you know that you can weaponize some items when you feel unsafe, like having your keys between your fingers and walking home when you're by yourself and a bit scared? So that's another strategy that a lot of women have, that they deal. Ooh, what happened? Sorry. So all of this leads to the point that where women and other than male people start to avoid specific places, specific routes, times when and they are outside in public spaces. And at the end, this leads to some sort of social exclusion from social participation, because mobility and being outside is key to quality of life. And we see all that all over the world. We see that still in developed countries. We see that in Europe. And I'm going to give you some design solutions now. They come from Vienna because they're really, really far with the gender mainstreaming in urban planning. And I'm just giving you an overview. So we have orientation, which means you need to know where you're going. You need to know which route you're taking. Overview and visibility means that you need to know, okay, what's behind the corner in the dark alley. It means as well that you are able to see what's outside from the inside. And that, of course, goes along with lighting and illumination. In addition, we have accessibility. You need to plan routes and the space so that there are no obstacles, no detours are needed. Another thing is livening up places, meaning bring life to that place, because abandoned places mean the opportunity for crime, and in addition, they increase the subjective feeling of insecurity, and that it helps when there are other people, when you think, okay, yeah, there is someone in case something happens, so you are feeling safer. Accountability means that you can give the responsibility of a place to a community. So that gives some sort of social control. And that goes along with conflict avoidance in insufficient spaces, where when there's not enough space, conflicts arise. And I really like the last one, which is removal of dirt, including picking up garbage, but also removing graffiti, because that has an influence on our subjective feeling of safety. And I just had a master student writing his master thesis about planting in public stations and how that increases the feeling of safety. And he found a gender difference there as well, so really interesting. Okay, so those solutions are just design suggestions from Vienna, how to handle that. The thing is that you cannot just lightening up the whole city, and you don't know when you're an urban planner or a transport planner, you don't know where exactly everything happens. So what you need to do is you need to involve women and other people, not only women, but other gender roles as well. You need to involve local women, because they are the experts. They know where they don't feel safe. They know what is going on and where and when they don't feel safe. Use them as experts and give them a voice. Then the other thing is that design is actually a local thing, meaning that it's nice wherever it's implemented. But if you put some lamps in a street, then you have light there, but like 100 meters further, it's dark again. So you just basically shift the crime to different places. And as I said, you cannot light up everything. That's just not possible. And what you need to do is you need to consider the underlying issue, which is women not feeling safe, and women being seen as victims of sexual harassment or crimes. And like those local design measures, they need to go along with some creating awareness campaigns and things like that. So, and if you improve public space for women, you improve it for everyone. And that's the holistic view that I wanted to give you. And with that, I'm actually at the end of my input. If you want to know more about that, then join me in the workshop. And if you have questions about my background or what we do at the AEM-Institute, then just be there.